Good morning from the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Hiking today on Lakeshore and going from basically from campsite 74 to campsite 86. About 20 miles, 21 miles, maybe a little bit more. And so it follows along Lakeshore on Lake Fontana and is a beautiful hike. And so really looking forward to this one. Hot and humid, but it's going to be a good hike. I'm going to show you these, try to make some videos along the way, but it's a good hike. Get out and do some hiking. Let me show you some of the trail. That's so cool. I just did. About 5 miles in on Lakeshore now, and there's been a few blowdowns. One, a massive one that was completely blocking the trail right at about the 5 mile mark, that you had to go down, way down, and then around. But other than that, the trail's been pretty good shape, well maintained. Did see a bear, which was interesting. And other than that, it's been a really good hike. Looking forward to 15 more miles, and hopefully we'll get some views of the lake pretty soon. But it's been a good hike, well maintained, good hike, hot, but beautiful. Starting to get some views of Lake Fontana. All right, just stopped at the Kirkland Creek campsite, campsite 76, for a little lunch and filter some water. Back on the trail. Like I say, so far Lakeshore's been a pretty easy trail. A couple of blowdowns, but nothing major, nothing that's too crazy. Check out this big, you can't really see it, the big rock wall behind me. It's kind of cool. Anyway, but the trail's been good. Been an easy trail. It's just hot and humid out here. Holy cow. So I've been sweating a lot, and we've gone about 7 miles, almost 8 miles. And I've drank 2.5 liters of water already just in that 8 miles. So filtered some water, back on the trail. I'll show you some more as we go. All right, at about mile 13.25, Lakeshore takes a right turn and then starts climbing, extreme climb. So it's a tough little climb after all that flat. So just know when you get about mile 13, you got a big climb ahead of you. I think it goes for about a month. Okay, so from about mile 13.2 or 13.3 up to about 14.3 is that big climb I was telling you about. It goes past Pilkey campsite, and then after Pilkey campsite, this is a less frequented part of the trail, so the trail gets a lot more technical. Technical in relative terms. It's still a nice trail and it's still well maintained, but compared to what it was before Pilkey, big wide open road, this is definitely more of a cow trail now. And I imagine it will be this way all the way to the end. And so, still beautiful area. Seen some bears, seen some wild boar, no snakes or anything like that, but beautiful trail, beautiful area, great day to be hiking. And we get to the muddy portion. We got some climbing to get up to 86, then a little bit of a walk to get to the boat. We'll be done. Came upon this really pretty cascades, Chesqua Branch. It's not an official cascade, but sure is cool. Some really cool, looks like stacked stones there. I assume it was an old homestead or something. Because I don't think you'd find stones stacked like that just out in nature. Pretty cool. All right, gonna go ahead and do a closeout video. It is raining, so I've got the umbrella out. But wanted to wrap up Lakeshore, so you know, for probably about the first 6 miles, it's pretty much a small path, and then you get past that, and you start seeing, you start getting views of the lake, then Lake Fontana, and then after that, it opens up pretty big, and stays that way for several miles, and so. Very nice. There's a couple little climbs, but nothing that's all that bad. Once you get to mile about 13 and a half, then it climbs up pretty steadily till you get up to Pilkey. And even beyond that, it still climbs a little bit more. And then trail after Pilkey, the trail kind of narrows down a little bit. Gets a little bit more technical, a little bit more rugged, and not used as often, I don't think. Then after that, probably a few miles after that, it opens back up again. And then there's a climb to get up to 86, campsite 86. And it's a good climb. It climbs up pretty steadily for a couple miles, and then it starts going downhill a little bit till you get to the Ollie Cove trail. But good trail, not all that difficult of a trail, just really long. In these lower elevations, it's really muggy, really hot, so bring a lot of water. There are several creek crossings, so you'll have plenty of spots to refill water. But good hike today, 20 plus miles, close to 21 miles, and just a great day hiking. So get out and do some hiking. I'm gonna leave some links up in the corners, as I usually do. Give those videos a watch if you don't mind, and we'll see you next time. God bless.